Hello world. So how about those Iowa caucuses? They happened. I'm filming this on what is it? Wednesday. They happened last night, but I'm probably not going to post this until Thursday. So yeah, how about those caucuses? In case you don't know, the first votes of the 2012 presidential election. Put on some chapstick. First votes of the 2012 presidential Republicans voting as Ron Paul, Mitt Romney, Rick Santorum. Mitt Romney beat Rick Santorum by 8 votes out of like 100,000 votes total, and Ron Paul came third, which was not what I was hoping for, but not the worst possible result, I guess. Although actually, really, honestly, I think, I was talking to people at work today about this, I think Romney pretty much wrapped up the nomination last night, if I'm being perfectly honest with myself. Like, when Romney started campaigning, his strategy was just to completely ignore Iowa, because what happened in 2008 was he put all of his eggs in one basket, in the Iowa basket, and he got embarrassed when Mike Huckabee beat him, and that pretty much ended his run for the presidency in 2008. So this year he wasn't going to do it, and then, about a month ago, he's like, okay, we'll make a play for it, and he wound up winning. Like, his strategy at first didn't even involve it, and now he won it, and he's been the front runner, so Mitt Romney, it's going to be Romney-Obama. But I want to back up just a little bit here. My past couple of videos have been about Ron Paul, and why I think Ron Paul should be the Republican nominee, and I still kind of feel that way, but as those thoughts have been simmering in my brain, and as I've been reading comments and emails and all of the feedback from you guys, like, something doesn't sit right about my last 2 videos with me today. Like, the me of today does not fully agree with what the me of a couple days ago had to say. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, I still would definitely rather see Ron Paul as the Republican nominee than any of the other Republican candidates, but I'm not so sure anymore that I would rather see Ron Paul as president than any of the other Republican candidates. This is getting confusing, I know. So what I said in my last 2 videos is that I liked Ron Paul because I liked the hypothetical debate that he would have with Barack Obama. And when I say that, I don't mean like the literal, like, debate them on a stage on TV. I mean like the national debate that them being the candidates would inspire. But anyway, what I like about Ron Paul is that to that national debate, he is trying to bring civil liberties back into the discussion, because since 9/11, politicians on either side of the aisle have just been throwing away civil liberties in the name of, protecting ourselves, defense, anti-terrorism. That has got to stop at some point. We need to just stop governing out of fear and start governing out of the principles that our country was founded on. I mean, if we're not governing based off of our founding principles, what are we governing based off of? Fear, I guess. So it's like I see Ron Paul as this guy who genuinely cares about civil liberties, someone who seems to believe what he says, not just, shamelessly pandering to get votes. And as soon as he starts going up in the polls, then I see the media just attempt this brutal character assassination. And so I did what I do best. I took to the YouTube, started vlogging, ranting angrily, saying, vote for Ron Paul, blah, new media is going to destroy old media, not destroy old media, but take over and be more influential, blah, 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 blah. But in attempting to counteract one of the shitty things that traditional media does, I wound up actually emulating another shitty thing that traditional media does. I spoke with some authority that I don't really have. I mean, I pretended to know everything there is to know about Ron Paul, to know that he is the best candidate. Without, I mean, honestly, I don't know that much about Ron Paul. One of the things that pisses me off about our media political landscape in 2011 is that there's no humility in it. I mean, but I can't really honestly complain about the fact that there's no humility in our media and politics if I don't show a little bit of humility on my end too, right? This is what's happening in the world and this is how you should interpret it. I mean, I hate that. I hate that. Media should be more, I mean, in 2011, I mean, it makes sense that that's the way that they did it in the 20th century because, all we had were the idiot boxes. We didn't have these, intelligent idiot boxes, computers and TVs, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, traditional media, and I'm talking about like CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, God, Fox News. They're used to being the only universal means we have to set the parameters of the national debate that we so conveniently have every 4 years. And they act like they still... Did I say that it was 20... I said 2011. It's 2012. If I said it was 2011, it's 2012. Redacted. Traditional media in 2012 still acts as though they control the entire conversation because in their heads they still do. And I'm not trying to say that traditional media is evil, but... I guess I kind of am. They're kind of evil. We must break free from our traditional media shackles. We must take back the conversation for ourselves. We must realize that from the day we were born, we have been brainwashed by our media overlords. Noam Chomsky, you should watch a documentary called Manufacturing Consent. It's also a book. I haven't read the book, but I watched a documentary. It's on YouTube. I'll put a link below. And how do we do that? We do that by creating an alternative media, a new media, if you will. What I'm trying to lead by example here. And that example that I'm trying to set is is basically sharding out my opinions on the internet before they're fully formulated, but doing it with a dose of humility, so that, you know, when the internet picks apart all the flaws in my argument, then I can be like, oh, okay, I guess that makes sense, and change my mind, and then continue the conversation in a way that, you know, Rupert Murdoch would never do. Let's play some chess. White, you didn't actually decide anything. I'm looking right now. The top one is don't do bishop to b5, and then the second one is bishop to b5. So what is it? Make up your stupid minds. Your stupid minds. That's what stupid is what I said instead of cursing. Damn it. If you like what you just saw, if Dan put you in a state of awe, subscribe to him and click the orange button. It really, 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 really means something. If you do that, that'd be really cool. Oh my God!